a case of embedding, but it's not with analytics or anything. In fact, this is a simple blog site with a video. Now, as a consumer of this page, you would never ask yourself, uh, where that content comes from. You're just reading this blog post and it happens to contain a video, and that's it. You don't think twice about that. I mean, normal people probably don't. Some of us more technical minds might, but in this case, very simply put, it's a blog post and it has a video, and that's what you think about. That's all of it. Now, in the background, like what this really is this is two very different things. In fact, if we highlight that, we'll see that the green parts, like the actual post and everything, is a blog site, but the online video itself, that one is hosted somewhere completely differently. I mean, there are obviously some blog sites that allow you to do that, but typically if you embed a video from YouTube or from Vimeo or any of those sites, you'll refer uh, to their architecture, like to their hosting, to show the video in the blog site. So effectively, your web page here says, okay, the blog site is the main part, but really you're looking at an online video by referring your browser to another platform, which again can be YouTube or Vimeo or any of those. And these are two completely separate components, but as a consumer, this looks like just one to you. And that's very important. Again, I know I'm overemphasizing it by now, but that seamless integration is going to be important for your analytics as well. In fact, how about an example from embedding analytics, right? Here you have a Salesforce site, Salesforce, which is a widely used CRM for managing your opportunities, your leads, your campaigns, your contacts, everything with your customer relationship. And that can contain analytics as well. And they can be just built-in analytics, but in the page you're seeing here, the accounts tab that we're looking at here specifically contains a visual that is, that's composed from a few charts and has interactivity because you can filter and everything. And if you look at this from first glance, this looks to me like one page, but in reality, and obviously, you're not going to be surprised now, but in reality, this is really another application, in this case, Salesforce, and Tableau is embedded in that application. And again, just for the last time now, the way that the architecture is set up is going to determine how seamless this can be. The fact that someone can be browsing the actual Salesforce application here, and then Tableau will just pop up without them having to sign in again or open a link in another window. That seamlessness is what is achieved with the proper architecture. And so we've seen the generic architecture in just a moment before, and let's look at what the architecture or the components would look like in an embedded scenario, which is slightly different indeed. So it's going to start the same way. You're going to start with your company's data. You're going to optionally prep that with Tableau Prep or even something else. You're going to then work in Tableau Desktop to build your workbooks and your analytics, and you're going to publish that to Tableau Server. Again, it says maybe because it can be Tableau Server or online or public. That's just whatever platform you choose, but it's always going to be a Tableau Server-like Tableau Analytics platform. And then the difference is that for your consumer, there's going to be one more thing in between, which is your company's application or portal, or call it what you will. There's many different names for this, but very often we hear application or portal. Like they'll access the customer portal and see their analytics in there. That's what this refers to. And so your consumer doesn't see past that. Like it ends here for them. The consumer, in their mind, is now accessing the application or portal, and there just happen to be analytics in there. It doesn't matter what's behind here. They don't care about Tableau Server or any of those components, right? So all of that is just a part of the actual application or portal for the client, or for the end user, or for the consumer, whatever you like to call these in your situation. And that's key. And so to just see what that could look like, from a more technical perspective, there's a few decisions we have to make first. I've been saying a few times, maybe this is going to be Tableau server, but maybe it's going to be Tableau online or Tableau public. And I realize I've been throwing around these terms in the past few minutes, but they might need an introduction for some of you. And that's what we're going to clarify first. So making the decision of what the right Tableau server like flavor for you is going to be the first thing we look into. And that decision also is impactful for that seamlessness and for how people are going to authenticate, for example. So let's take a look at these three possibilities that we have been bringing up.